Good morning, peoples. Good morning. Good afternoon, rather. You know what I'm saying? I just want to sit back and talk to a lot of people, man, about the cigar culture, the cigar business and things of that nature. There's going to be several little put-togethers that I'm going to do in regards to do's and don'ts, cigar etiquette, what to look for, how do you go about getting good smokes and good cigars, rating and all of that kind of stuff. The first thing that I'm going to go into is going to talk about a little bit about what you look for on your light up. Okay, so one of the things that you look for on your light up is going to be that first draw, the first notes that you come across. Understanding the simple fact that some cigars go in phases. You got a first phase, a second phase, and a third phase. And usually what happens is that the notes that you get in the beginning is not going to be the same notes that you get on the end. And the other thing is going to be able to identify what it is that you like and that you want out of a good smoke. Some people like spicy, some people like earthy, some people like creamy. Some people like different type of notes, chocolate, woody, sweetness to it. A lot of that goes into the different types of leaves that you have. You got some leaves that produce a little bit stronger spice to it. You got some leaves that are more calming and takes a lot of the strength out of it. But then when you realize it was really a strong cigar, so those are things that in these conversations that we're going to have. The first thing that I'm going to come across is, and we're going to talk about on this one here, is going to be the cut. I'm a big fan of the straight cut. The reason why is that I don't want anything to block my airflow. My airflow, I want it to come through the cigar and go straight back in, because that's the way that it was designed out to be. Some people will like the punch. Some people like the V-cut because they don't want the refuge in their mouth. They don't want to be spitting out that type of thing. But just understand, when you do that, what you're doing is you're asking that smoke to come through and then kind of bottleneck to come out, so that it creates the palate, which is has a tendency to change the complexion of the cigar. Even with a punch, you're trying to bring the smoke through and then bottleneck and through a small hole. So you have to be able to understand that, yes, that might be the way that you enjoy it, but are you going to get the fullness of the cigar that way? We're going to have more. Like I said, I just want to touch base with you, let everybody know this is about experience, and that's what it's about. If you got a person that sits back and all they do is smoke one particular brand, it's kind of hard to say that they're going to grow to understand what it is that they like and don't like. Because if you're only dealing with one brand, you're not giving everything else opportunity. There are so many different cigars out here. There are so many different blends out here, and you got to be able to try them. And one thing that I would recommend is that start some kind of notebook or journal. The bands that you have, take the band, write it down. What you liked about that cigar, what you didn't like about that cigar. And that way you always got a reference that, okay, hey, I like this cigar. So if I find this in some place, I can rest assured I know that it's a good smoke. If I didn't like it, I didn't like this about that particular cigar, and not to touch it again. You know what I'm saying? Smoke well, my friends. Enjoy the experience of this as a whole. Talk to you later.